What is happening, everyone? Little bit of a different intro tonight. Let me know what you guys think of that. Let me get my comments pulled up here so that I can see. Um, we've we've made some changes in the channel. Uh, did a lot of investing into it, bringing in some new equipment. Want to try and make things more appealing for you. So this is what I am referring to as mobile desk. 19K Fox, he did his mega desk, I believe he calls it. Well, I want to do mobile desk. I want to be free to move around the arcade and show you some different things as I do it. I went with some higher end equipment here. I did the Elgato's 32 key Stream Deck. We have the Elgato 4K face cam. You don't see it here, but there's also an Elgato key light. I really wanted to kind of just step things up a little bit and improve things for you. I want to put on a better production. Going forward, yes, the show is the Saturday night show. It will be Saturday nights. I'm thinking 7 o'clock is where we've been. Seems to work out for me. So that's where I'm going to go with that. But I'm going to do it a little bit different than some of the other YouTube live streams out there. Yes, we're going to hit on some current events and news, things like that. We're going to talk about what's going on at the community. But we're going to also have segments, and we'll get into some of those tonight. I've got a few of them all ready to go, and we're going to get those started. And I think it'll give the show a more entertaining aspect and value for you. So, I've been under the weather. I was really sick. I told you guys last week, I apologize. If I do start hacking, I'm going to try and get to the mute on the microphone as quick as I can. Please forgive me if I don't get there fast enough. But I am feeling so much better. And thank you all for your well wishes. But we're going to jump right into things tonight and get caught up because I am behind. So, the first thing I really want to talk about is probably one of the, well, not the most recent item, but more recent things. And that is the Smirnoff Tea arcade giveaway. Now, I'm loving this. Did I enter to win? Yeah, why not? Right? It takes like 2 minutes, not even. But what I'm getting is, and a lot of people are really downing Arcade One Up on this. Why aren't you giving us new stuff? And all we're getting is collab cabs. We have no idea who approached who on this deal. This could have been Smirnoff's idea, and they could have came to Arcade One Up and said, "Hey, we want 100 cabinets. Can we do this?" It could have been that Arcade One Up doesn't even really know about it. I mean, if you look at this deal, look at how tiny their logo is. It's barely on the machine above the coin door there. And on the whole ad, they've got the tiniest little logo, but I see Smirnoff half a dozen times. Maybe One Up isn't behind all of this, but just a lucky benefactor. The next most recent thing that I kind of wanted to just hit on real quick is TaskRabbit. Yes, we know that there are other places that do this, and we know that, yes, you can have Geek Squad at Best Buy build your cabinet for you. There are a lot of benefits to this for those who are physically impaired, or just don't have the time or the desire to do this. But there's some benefits in this for us too, as collectors. One, it's a chance for us to make a few bucks putting a cabinet together. You don't have to haul away the trash. It's, you spend 40 minutes or so unboxing the thing. throw the trash wherever, maybe keep it kind of neat for your customer, but whatever. And another 40 minutes to maybe an hour if you take your time putting it together. I mean, it's and who knows what it pays? Probably, make 80 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever. 2 or 3 of them and you paid for your next cabinet, or at least a good chunk of it. Also, this is Arcade One Up doing something. Yes, it's not what we want them to do, but it is something. And it shows that they are active. Activity out of Arcade One Up on any spectrum at this point is a good thing. Okay. It's just, we're gonna get into MK Spectate a little bit. I don't think we're going to get to see an XL. But we can jump right ahead to that. Actually, Golden Tee, this will take just a second here. Golden Tee 3D, it's coming. I believe that Nebraska Furniture Mart now has it on their website for May 4th, and I think Best Buy is May 9th. I think you can go ahead and pre-order this. Okay, let's talk about this. You guys know who this is. This is Travis MCP. This is our community liaison for Arcade One Up. He's supposed to be the guy that connects our community with Arcade One Up. He's telling them what we want and giving us feedback on what they're supposed to be doing. But nobody's heard from Travis. Well, if you've been paying attention, you noticed on Monday during Michael B's stream, he said that he had reached out to Travis on an item, and he kind of, I don't know, he kind of said, he's not sure if Travis is with One Up anymore. Well, he didn't say one way or the other, but he just said he wasn't sure. And he kind of said it in an undertone, like he wasn't even meaning to say it, but it slipped out. Last night during the Super Game Rooms Dude show, again, Michael B and P-Dubs got to talking about it, and they both kind of reiterated that, yeah, Travis really isn't doing anything for One Up right now. Now, does that mean he's not with Arcade One Up anymore? No. What that means is there's nothing going on with Arcade One Up, so there's nothing for Travis to do. That is kind of the way I'm taking it. But if that is not the case, we need to be a little concerned, because part of what was promised to us was Mortal Kombat Spectate and a Mortal Kombat Championship tournament. Both of those were Travis's deal. And, he said early 2024. Well, I'd say we're past early 2024. It's almost late April really now. So the early they've missed the boat on. However, is that out of the water now? Is it not coming? Are we not going to get our spectate mode for Mortal Kombat? Are we not going to get our tournament for Mortal Kombat if Travis is not part of Arcade One Up? I really wish Travis would come out and at least, maybe hit some of the streams and say, hey guys, sometimes no news is good news, or yep, it's coming still. Hang in there. Something, anything. Just to give us in the community something to go on. I feel like the information coming out of Arcade One Up is just very unannounced. I mean, we got our X-Men cabinet with no announcement. We got the Golden Tee 3D with really no announcement. There's no hype. There's no energy. There's no excitement coming out of Arcade One Up, and we need that information. And it's good for them. So I talked about we're going to do some segments. So let's lean into our first segment here tonight. And it's a little something I'm going to call Let's Go Shopping. So let's go shopping here. Oh, let me get Travis's face off of there. I apologize. So let's go shopping. We're just going to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to see what's going on out there. We're going to hit a couple of stores. I've got a few lined up for us here. Bear with me. Okay. Hopefully that's Best Buy popped up on your screen there. So looking through Best Buy's website here, I'm really not seeing anything. There really is no sales. You know, I guess you could save $100 on Golden Axe. It really has never gone below that 450 range. I don't know if it ever will, to be honest, at this point. You know, MVC2, they're still pulling 600 for that. There just really is nothing happening at Best Buy. So next, I want to go to let's do Kohl's, because at least at Kohl's we got a little something to talk about there. Get this to work for me, guys. Bear with. Apologize. So with Kohl's, we don't really have any sales. Pretty much everything is the same price at Kohl's as it is at Best Buy, and that is usually the case. You know, the $100 for a Blitz stool, 700 for KI, 600 for Big Blue. I mean, Big Blue is still around, and it's $600. It just seems a little high to me. But what you do have at Kohl's right now is you got your $10 off of every 50. What, today and tomorrow? So that's $20 off of 100. So say you get a $500 cab, you're basically saving $100. So that makes your Pac-Man, your Mortal Kombats, that makes them all about $400. If you shop at Kohl's and you're actually going to spend that money. The next one up on our list is going to be VIP Outlet. Now, some of you maybe remember VIP Outlet is Walmart's discount outlet. So it's their clearance outlet. This is owned and operated by Walmart. They also have an eBay site with some really good deals. And when we check out, and they don't always have cabinets here, but sometimes they do. In fact, they had one more earlier that's not even on here now. Tron, $650. Keep an eye on this site. That'll go down. Or not Tron, I'm sorry, Dragon's Lair. That'll go down. This Pong 2-player, I don't know, $224, not really that great of a deal. Now this one though, this Baby Pac-Man or Pac-Man Jr., $150. I think that's a good buy if you've got somebody, you know, coming up, Christmas, birthday, things like that. But really just not a whole lot going on at VIP right now. The next one that I want to talk about is going to be Nebraska Furniture Mart. Now, Nebraska Furniture Mart, there's about 4 locations, I believe. You will want to set up an account if you haven't already. because you will see different pricing when you have the account set up versus when you don't. So Nebraska Furniture Mart, they call it a sale and they take off like 10 cents. Okay. However, like $4.99.89, it's normally $4.99.99. They do occasionally have blowout deals. And here is one I'm going to share with you right now. $299 for Marvel versus Capcom 2 at Nebraska Furniture Mart. If you haven't gotten this cabinet, there is no reason not to if you have a Nebraska Furniture Mart anywhere near you. I think right now they're doing a $50 shipping, but they only ship to select areas. So you'd have to check and see. But again, you have to sign up for an account, online account or online visibility, not a card, just an account, just who you are and your name and address and email, to get to see this price, because otherwise this is listed at $5.99. So it's a great deal, in my opinion, all day long. Other than that, there's really just not a lot going on sale wise right now that I've noticed. I've been watching I've been watching the Infinity game tables. I'm kind of looking at one of these, and I need more information. I'm looking for answers on this. I want to know if I can play versus the CPU, or if I can go online and play other people. So I want to play, say I got a buddy in Kansas City and I want to play him a game of Risk. Can he play from his home and me from mine? Are there online lobbies so that I can play just random strangers? And how many games are included? How many games do you have to buy? What games are included? And then what is the cost of buying games to add to it? Say, if Risk doesn't come on it, what's it going to cost me to add Risk? Do they vary? Is it $20? Is it $2? I can go buy the board game for what, $30 probably, or less, especially, after the holiday season. So I'm kind of looking for some information. If anybody out there has that information, let me know. You can leave some information in the comments. Also, you can email me at gameroomguru@yahoo.com. Again, that's gameroomguru@yahoo. So that's kind of where we're at on what I'm looking to add to the arcade. I'd mentioned that we're going to do some segments. So we did Let's Go Shopping. The next segment I want to cover in tonight's stream is it's called Raise Your Mod. So Raise Your Mod. Once a week, I'm going to just pick out something that maybe I've seen on Facebook, or if you have a mod that you want to email me, we can talk about it on the stream. Something I want to feature. So tonight's mod I found on Facebook, and I thought this was pretty neat. This was Brian Swaggle's mod. Now, he's got the T2 cabinet here. And you can see he's got the Buy Stuff deck on there. And he's running a retro shooter gun. But if you look close there, look at what he's done with these guns. He's put a cable protector, or like a plastic cable sleeve around it. Looks like maybe there's a zip tie on here. I thought that was kind of a neat idea. And then it feeds down into the bottom of the arcade here. Brian, bro, you can do a little better with your banding, I think, man. Um, but it does feed down into this grommet at the bottom of the cabinet. And I thought that was really neat. I thought what would look really cool is if you could get some of that cable that they used to use on um, um, telephones, on the old payphones, the metal cable. Uh, it's basically the same thing, I believe. I don't know. There's got to be a way that you could coil it around it. I thought that would give it a neat look, especially if you could find it in black instead of I think it was in a stainless steel or something like that. But that is this week's Raise Your Mod. Brian, I appreciate it. And I do hope you get to see this. And great idea. So, um, we've kind of touched base on just about everything that I did have, other than one more segment here. Oh, there is something else that I need to talk about. I want to talk about track and field. Track and field. So I was the first one to mention the Walmart post for the stool. And I had no idea when I posted that picture that or that video that it would get so big. I mean, we were a small channel. I think we had like 80 subscribers. We're still a small channel. We're about 170 subscribers. Please like and subscribe, by the way, yada yada. But I had no idea it would get spread so much. I want to clarify a few things on track and field. Okay. I have absolutely no idea if it's coming or not. That being said, I do believe it's going to. The posting on Walmart's website was old. It disappeared and then reappeared. So somebody brought it back. Now, maybe it was a mistake, but it got brought back after being taken down. It is shipped and sold by Walmart, according to that listing. So it's not some random person just listing things on Walmart. Excuse me. Walmart made a deal for that cabinet at one point. Otherwise, that post would have never existed. Why the cabinet never got made, who knows? But Walmart had made a deal for that at one point. Track and field has already been developed by Arcade One Up. For all we know, it could be sitting in a warehouse or in shipping containers in China somewhere from 2 or 3 years ago when it got made. And maybe it's going to come out on a riser version. Who knows? I do believe it's going to come. I am a big fan of the risers. I prefer the risers. So I would love to see that come out on a riser. But maybe it'll be a deluxe. And maybe it won't come at all. Time will tell. If it is going to come, I think it'll probably be our next cabinet. It'll be the next announcement, would be my guess, from Arcade One Up, or non-announcement, I should say, because they don't seem to announce it; they just do it anymore. But I don't want to be thought of as referring misinformation. I saw the post, I shared it. I still believe it's coming. I have no way of knowing. And it may not. Nobody knows. So then now the last segment of our weekly show is a little thing I'm going to call Steal, Deal, or Kneel. Steal, deal, or kneel. So, is it a steal? Do I need to leave right now and go get it? Is it a deal? It's a fair price. It's a good deal. Or is it a kneel? Absolutely no way. Don't want to touch that thing. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to start with Marketplace and we're going to go from city to city, just random listings from random places. And we're going to look at a few every week. I have a few pulled up already for this week. And our first one up is a Galaga machine. Now, Galaga is $400. It is located in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's an arcade one-up machine, Galaga Galaxian 2. Galaxian 2. Oh, Galaxian, 2 games, 2 players. I hope that's what he means. Comes with extended arcade machine stand worth $100 by itself. An extended arcade machine stand worth $100 by itself. Included in this deal, great condition. Everything works great. Great condition, or addition to man cave or any entertainment. Okay, so when I'm looking at these, is the riser branded? Nope. Does the control deck look like it's wore out? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, it does right about here. And that looks like some wear going on right there. What's the acrylic look like? This picture actually doesn't look too bad. And we still have the wooden marquee. So, is this a deal, a steal, or kneel? If you didn't know, well, I'm glad you're watching because this is definitely a kneel. That cabinet is nowhere near worth $400. Next up, we have a Centipede Asteroids combo. Now, these are nice cabinets. They're, were these? I believe were a Costco exclusive. Rare combo unit, $1,000. Listed 21 weeks ago in Richmond, Virginia. 25 months ago, this was listed. Richmond, Virginia. $1,000 for this bad boy. Extremely rare. This arcade one-up machine features 12 classic Atari games and was discontinued 2 years ago, making it almost impossible to find nowadays. Unfortunately, I do not have the original box. The cabinet is in perfect condition with the original riser. I have hardly used the cabinet, so all the controls are also in perfect condition and works great. $1,000 or best offer. Now, again, this is Richmond, Virginia. So if you're down in the Richmond area, make sure you've got your shoes on and get ready to run because this could be a steal, or it could be a kneel. Let's take a good look here. We've got our original riser. Well, that's generic. That's not original. In fact, this cabinet didn't come with a riser. We have, looks to be the wooden marquee still. That acrylic screen protector is demolished. Now, looking at the deck, though, the deck does look like it's in pretty decent shape. Maybe there's a deck protector on there. It's kind of shiny on the left side here. One thing I will notice is that is a brand new GRS. Well, maybe not brand new, but that is a GRS spinner. So that's worth a little bit right there. $1,000? No, that spinner sells for like $40, I believe. That cabinet, absolutely not. That is a big kneel for me. Let me know if you think differently. Okay, so next up on our Neil or Deal, we got Space Invaders. Neil, Deal, Steal. Let's see. We got 125 bucks for this Space Invader arcade machine. It was listed 3 weeks ago in Monroe, North Carolina. Missing the ball on joystick. Pickup only. That's all the information we have. Well, we can see it doesn't have a riser, and it's missing a ball stick. The deck looks to be good. There is an acrylic, but it does look like it's maybe cracked on the back left side there. There is an acrylic deck protector, but it does look like it's cracked. I think those are what, $10 plus shipping through Arcade One Up. The monitor looks pretty good to me. We still have our wooden marquee. 125 bucks. I don't know. That is definitely a deal for me. I don't know if I would go as far as a steal, but it is close. It is close. If I could get 20 bucks off of it, I would call it a steal for sure. So that leaves us with our next one here. And before we move on to the next one, I'm going to get caught up on the chat here a little bit. Hey, P-Dubs, how you doing tonight? You thought 400 was over, or 400? You thought that was overpriced? Okay, Mariah. Let's see. Yes, but P-Dubs, $1,000 for that. $1,000. Yes, I know. Well, thanks, Vader. Hey, glad to have you. Intel Max Hill. How we doing tonight? Play until your fingers bleed, buddy. Yeah, $100. I'm all in on that Space Invaders there. I think that's a total steal at $100. So, steal, deal, or Neil. We got, let's see, up next, we got our projectorcade. Now, I have not actually seen one of these yet, but let's run through it. So the Arcade One Up projectorcade, $125. This has been listed for 19 weeks down in, as that say, Bowling Springs, South Carolina. Arcade One Up, Pac-Man for sale. Pac-Man projectorcade for sale. Comes with 12 games installed. Uses adjustable projector instead of a monitor. Can project a screen over 10 feet. Retails for $430. I'm pretty sure I just saw this exact thing on sale for $199, and I'm pretty sure that's where Ollie's is at with it too. Steal, deal, or Neil? I think that's definitely a Neil for me. I don't think so. We got one more left on the list tonight. We are going to do a Killer Instinct Pro. Killer Instinct Pro Series of Arcade One Up, $600, listed 2 weeks ago in Laurinburg, North Carolina. Comes with the anti-fatigue mat, 10 sign, swivel game stool, and limited production certificate of authenticity number 175 of 500. I bought for nostalgia but barely play it. I am the original owner. Kid, pet, and smoke-free home. We'll need to replace the left joystick soon. But I thought you barely play it. The down direction is going out. You can purchase an upgraded joystick for $20. An upgraded now, okay, so these are supposed to be Sanwa. And I'm pretty sure a Sanwa on DIY Retro right now is about $30. But you can upgrade those for $20. Besides the joystick, everything looks and works like new. $600 firm, man. Looks like he would do some trading if you've got some Mustang parts. Looks like he's looking for. Steal, deal, or Neil? I have to think about this one. I say all day long that's a steal. You know, we had 500 of these made. Arcade One Up is still getting $1,000 a piece for them. Yeah, I think all day long that's a steal at $600. Comes with the stool, comes with the anti-fatigue mat. That anti-fatigue mat looks like it's pretty nice. I've not seen one of them, but that one looks nice. Well, where did I go? So tell me what you think. KI Pro, $600. Is that a steal, a deal, or a kneel for you? Well, guys, that's kind of the skinny of the show tonight. I really appreciate you all stopping by. Make sure you let me know what you think. You know, how are we doing on the audio video? Do the sounds come through crisp? Is the microphone sounding great? How's the video look tonight? Am I too dark, too bright? What are your guys' thoughts on the clips of the segments? Is the music too loud? That sort of thing. You know, I appreciate everybody stopping by and spending some time here tonight. Looking forward to doing this stream more frequently, or more regularly, I should say, every Saturday night, 7 o'clock. And, you know, don't forget on the way out, make sure you've hit the like and subscribe button. And no matter what, don't forget to play until your fingers bleed.
KO.